Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. I'm sadly have to pour one out. It's something we all know and I believe we all love. And thankfully, it's not going away what this great man created. But he has sadly passed at the age of 95. What a run.
Aww.
Bernard Marcus. Name ring a bell? This is the guy that created Home Depot. Holy cow, he created Home Depot.
Oh my God, I thought it was the elf from Santa Claus. His name is Bernard. Threw me off. I'm sorry, it's only Bernard I know.
Nope. There's another one you know now. Bernard Marcus, who was an immigrant, came from moving to Newark, New Jersey, and created one of the biggest and most recognizable brands, the Home Depot Corporation. He died in his home in Boca Raton at 95. And what a life, what a run. He became a billionaire. And just basically started a brand that I think, again, we all know and I believe we all love. There's 2,300 locations. It's one of the nation's largest chain of its type. And its stock market value is $400 billion. And, of course, a couple of the legacies with Home Depot, speaking of internet trends, is using this song.
Iconic.
Oh.
God, that makes me want to put on a tool belt. Hell yeah.
You want to talk about hit songs and how hard it is to write a hit. And bands struggle for years, and most of them never make it. And sometimes they get one song that gets played on Q101, and then they make it. I want to know who wrote this.
If somebody gets on stage and started playing that, I would lose my mind. If Oasis hits the stage over next summer and they lead with that, I'm going to lose my mind.
This is so amazing. It just brings warmth and comfort. By the way, a guy named Rory Doggart wrote the Home Depot TV song.
Let's go, Rory.
Rory. What up, dog?
Classic Rory. Classic
Wonder how
Rory.
much money he has.
Probably a good amount.
I don't know.
This slaps. He deserves all the money.
You know what this song reminds me of? It sounds a little bit like the Alan Parsons Project song that the Bulls came out to in the 90s.
It does.
Jordan could have come out to the Home Depot song.
Oh, he should have.
I would have been so fired up. Are you kidding me?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan.
And you got the lovable shaking their hips.
That's what I meant the perfect song, because he's building the team and he's fixing the team.
Oh, God.
With his bare hands, baby.
So, Kenzie, you like Home Depot? I mean, I love going to Home Depot, but
Listen, I am actually the person in the relationship who fixes the stuff in the house. I love Home Depot. I get fired up, okay? I get super excited learning about this stuff. And I'm not saying I'm amazing at it. I'm not like, oh, let me build this armoire. So I'm not one of those people. But I do love to go to like YouTube University, TikTok University, and try to fix things in my house before I call anybody else. My husband's like, well, we have to buy a new one. I'm like, no, we don't. And I drive to Home Depot, and I get really excited about it. I love the staff there. I love learning about it. I'm kind of a Home Depot nerd. I get pretty excited. And I get like such fulfillment when I fix something in my house. I feel so good about it.
there's nothing better than completing a project yourself.
Yeah.
And I've been working in my office the last week to make it the Beat Laboratory I've been trying for 2 years to make out of it. And I wanted to hang some pictures because I have all these old pictures of me with bands, and I want to get them off the floor and put them up on the wall. And I went to Home Depot, and I walked in, and instantly terror set in.
Yeah.
Because I said, I'm going to have to ask somebody where the picture hooks are. and I was like, these guys are walking out with carts with wood.
They're about to build a house?
Yeah. They're literally going over to build a house somewhere.
They've got
You're like-
Bondo.
You're like, no, what I'm installing this command hook. You're asking questions.
I'm going to need a hook that holds about 2,300 pounds. If you can bring that. What aisle would I find that in? And I
Real
refused.
heavy-duty one.
I refused to ask somebody where the picture hooks were, and I spent about 45 minutes
It's
in
a
there.
big store.
It's a big store.
It's a big store. It's a depot, if you will.
And then when I got there to find the hooks, there were 180 options of picture hooks. So that took another 20 minutes to decide what I need. And I walked out of there with about a $4.95 multi-pack of different hooks, nails, and hangers.
One of the projects I was most proud of is my tombstones that I had purchased for my front yard for Halloween. blowing all over the damn place. The little stakes they come with don't work.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is BS. And I went and got this adhesive glue that you spray on and wood stakes, and I beat them into our yard. A twister could have come through. We could have seen Glenn Powell, okay? And those tombstones wouldn't have moved an inch.
Wow. Good reference. So you didn't buy the tombstones at Home Depot, but you bought the other things at Home Depot to help secure them.
Hell yeah.
Now, Case, you're a guy that we've noted on the air that your mom has come to build your record collection holder.
My collection of vinyl records, the shelf they sit on, yes.
Yeah, his mom came from Indianapolis to build that for him.
And to see me, which while she was there, I thought, well, since you're here, you might as well build.
Work.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you like going to Home Depot? Because it sounds like I'm gonna get a no on this.
I find Home Depot to be perhaps the most emasculating place on earth.
Ah.
I don't know what any of this stuff is. I don't want to know what any of this stuff is. I'm always taken aback by just how tall the ceilings are at Home Depot. I feel like I'm staring up at Kilimanjaro anytime I go in there. Where does this place end? It just keeps on going up and up. I don't know how to get to the top shelf. Yeah. No, I don't care if it's paint swatches or paint buckets or photo holders and hooks or toilet valves. I don't know what's going on in there. It's not a place for me.
But you wish you could be that guy. You wish you could be the guy that walks in with an apron and go, yeah, I need, okay, here's my list of what I need. What are you doing? I'm adding on a room to my house. You want to be that guy, but you can't because you go in there and you see that you're not that guy.
I think something's very important about Home Depot because it is way too much stuff and you can get lost. You have to go into the game plan. I couldn't have walked in like, I want tombstones that don't blow around. Where the hell are you going to start?
Yeah.
You have to be like, okay, this is what I want to do. So I need, wood that's this side or glue adhesive or picture hooks like Brian. But you have to go in with a list and a vision. If you wander around Home Depot, we may never see you again. You got to go in with a plan.
Well, here's what several people are texting in now. John checked in specifically from Elgin saying, the Home Depot app is great. You just put in what you want and it'll tell you what aisle it's in.
That's fun.
Well, it also loses the adventure, though. I need the adventure of finding the hooks because I found several other things that I know if I ever had a house, I would come back and buy. I'd spend so much money in Home Depot. It's ridiculous if I had a house.
Oh, it's a problem.
It's better that I have an apartment because I can still spend money in there, but not like that. I would add on a room every other week to the house.
Brian, I like that you shop at Home Depot the way people go on vacation, where you're like, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. It's you walking through the aisles of Home Depot.
The problem is case you'll understand this if you have a kid, because it is about him. He's like, I'm not going to shorten my trip out without my kid and family. Let me take my time at Home Depot.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go on a journey.
Yeah. Let me just, this is the one time you can't get yelled at. You're like, I was running an errand for the home.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing my part. Let me just sit down. Maybe go to the hot dogs up front.
Oh, but we didn't even mention that. The best if you put a top 10 ranking of hot dogs in Chicago, and you're talking about a city that has 1,000 of the best hot dog stands in the world, Home Depot's on that list.
Really?
Home Depot, I recommend the one on Elston. They have a great Polish sausage. It's unbelievable. On the way out, they have basically kind of like a food truck on the way out the door.
Every once in a while, there's a good-ass food truck. And I'm like, today's the day I'm going to fix that bench with a food truck at Home Depot.
Yes, do not sleep on Home Depot hot dogs.
Amen.
Do not sleep on that.
Amen.
And like myself, next time you go, make sure you're present and you feel the journey that you're on, not the destination.
Be proud of yourself. Don't go in there and be intimidated. Be proud of yourself for even showing up to fix something.
Right.
That's how you really, that's how you gain the confidence.
And that's how you grow. And that's how you grow as a person in this journey in life that we're in.
I will say, I get talked down to quite a bit when I'm at Home Depot.
Oh, God, if I was a Home Depot employee, I would talk down to Kenzie so much.
Really?
Yeah. Well, first off, I can't reach anything past the first shelf because it's all those huge metal
Well,
racks.
Exactly, tall ceilings, like I said.
Yeah, so I can't reach almost anything. And there's always a guy who's like, do you plan on doing this project? I'm like, yes, I'm doing the project.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Something's getting banned at schools that kids are wearing, and maybe you wore these, and it was a problem for you. I don't know, but this is specifically targeting Gen Alpha, which is the people under 24, 23 years old, because this is what they're doing at school right now. They're wearing these things, and it's causing a problem. It's not about what it says, like a rock T-shirt. It's too offensive or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's about what's on their feet.
Okay.
And these kids are wearing Crocs. And listen, before I
Bastards. Kids are out here in Crocs.
but before I jump on the easy rag on Crocs, just like Nickelback, like it's terrible, I want to be a Croc person.
Really?
Oh, really?
I would love it. If
That's
I could,
a lot of Croc. You got a big old foot.
that'd be huge.
That's a big old...
It'd take a lot of
Maybe you
rubber.
have to finish the word. You may be wearing a crocodile. It's big. Good heavens.
Crocodile Crocs sound awesome, by the way. And I wish I could wear Crocs, but I just hate sandals and things of that kind of. I need a house. I need a tied up shoe. I need that. So I wish I could be a Croc person, but I'm not. So I'm not going to rip on them. I'm jealous of the people that can wear Crocs.
Right.
But schools are banning them because
Really?
these kids are tripping over themselves and they can't walk properly in them. It's not about the way they look, but they're just tripping, which says a lot about Gen Alpha. Bad luck.
It's a bad look for Gen Alpha. Gotta be honest.
Well, especially because we used to be able to, like, kick ass on wheelies. You know what I'm saying? We had wheels on our feet. Heelys, baby. It wasn't a problem.
Yeah. And no, I never remember a wheelie death. Do you?
I don't know. They probably buried it. Fake news. They don't want to stop the sales.
It's like when
Yes.
somebody dies outside of a casino.
It's a huge conspiracy. Don't want to get into it.
I just pictured a press conference outside their factory, the Healy factory.
Were they heely up to the desk to speak?
And it's all these people yelling and screaming, like reporters going like, oh, no. And he goes, yes, sir. Can you talk about the Healy death last week? And somebody whispers in his ear, no comment. No comment.
And then they wheel away off into the sunset?
He asked back and was like, what are you trying to take down America? Get out of here. How dare you?
Yeah, we could do some research on that to see if there was ever a Healy death. I don't know if there's ever a Croc death, though, either. But the kids in schools today are wearing Crocs, which, by the way, I'm really jealous when you see kids in their first day of school. And I'm sure, Kenzie, you posted like Tristan's first day of school.
Right.
And kids are wearing Crocs and basketball shorts and like a
they're-
tank top. And they're going to school like they're going to play basketball or just chill at someone's house. And I had to wear like corduroys and like a,
And dungarees.
I never thought I'd have to be a, well, in my day, parent.
Oh, here we
but
go.
Boy, does it spew out of you when you start talking to these kids, okay?
Yeah.
Because Tristan thinks dressing up is jeans.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to wear when we were being casual.
Yeah.
And especially the jeans they make now, they're just leggings. They're stretchy. They got like fuzzy insides. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry you have to wear jeans to your piano recital. Just bring it down a notch because they're so used to just sweatpants and basketball shorts. It's unbelievable the level of comfort. I think his normal clothes are more comfortable than his pajamas.
They're living the dream.
I know.
They really are. Like I had to wear like those itchy church pants to a piano
Exactly.
recital.
Wait, what does that mean? What are itchy church pants?
Like dress pants.
Very
but
stiff.
Yeah, dress pants, but they were terrible. They had here's the thing. The guy who invented putting Lycra in pants should have won the Nobel Prize. I don't or woman, whoever did it. I don't know who did it.
Denim used to be...
I don't know.
Way to backpedal.
I don't know if a woman came up with it or a guy. Who put Lycra in jeans? I'm going to Google that right now.
Denim used to be indestructible.
Yeah.
You could the way you had to like break your jeans in so you could sit at school.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Now they're literally leggings with denim covering on them.
If you gained a third of a pound, you couldn't wear your jeans the next day if they didn't get a size up.
I don't think you needed belts. Those aren't going anywhere.
They were so hard.
Oh my gosh.
And that's why I'm talking about Crocs and basketball shorts. I'm jealous. I'm not a hater. I'm jealous that they get to dress like that to school. Like
they
Crocs.
love the Crocs. I have to say, I don't think the Crocs are the problem. Kids don't pay attention to anything anymore. My son trips just in the middle, like he won't look for, it's like over the ottoman. I'm like, it's been there the whole time. And they don't pay attention.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. That's just funny. The ottoman sitters goes,
Yeah.
well, when did that get there? It's been there since 1972.
Since you were bored,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it. It's been in the same spot. It's cushiony. It's huge. They just don't pay attention.
Do you remember what your number one outfit was in high school? Like what the outfit was that you thought, oh, this is it. I look awesome in this outfit. This is my outfit.
I mean, I had a new outfit every day, baby. I liked to dress. I liked to dress to impress.
Excuse me. In high school, you did that?
Yeah, I wore, absolutely. I wore heels to high school. I was one of those.
Oh, God.
Did you hang out in the vocational section of high school with all the burnouts? Here
No.
comes Kenzie with those heels, man.
I liked to look nice at school.
Wow.
I did. I felt like I always dressed up.
So, what store would you say was a BB? I'm just guessing.
I couldn't afford BB in high school. That took a little bit.
Yeah.
I would get BB as a gift. That was my favorite store, but I couldn't afford it a lot. Honestly, when I was in high school, probably the two stores that you go to a lot because you could get more were Forever 21 and Wet Seal.
Wet Seal. Are those both gone?
No, Forever 21's around. I don't think Wet Seal is. Maybe there's a lingerer out there.
Wet Seal's gone. Forever 21 is the shell of its former self, but it's still there.
But it's still there. Hey, let me tell you something. It just... The stores of Forever 21 have just gotten so big that you can actually always find something because they just have, it's like the Home Depot of clothing.
Yeah.
They have everything.
I'm curious what your number one outfit was. Like when you went to school, the one day you got to wear your outfit. Like I'll give you an example. Mine was the Adidas clamshell high tops.
Okay, go off,
with
King.
red stripes, by the way.
A little flashy.
Okay, the jeans were some Levi's that I tore up and put bleach on them. So you can buy jeans today that are weathered or whatever you want to call it. But I went to the garage and poured bleach on them, made bleach spots, and then tore holes in it with battery acid. I made these cool jeans. I'll show you.
Safe to wear. Battery acid bleach all over.
Do you have radiation in your Crocs that you don't know about?
So then I had a black belt that had a kind of a big belt buckle, kind of a steel belt buckle, like a squared off steel belt buckle.
Was that cool when you were growing up?
I thought it was cool.
Okay.
I don't know if it was cool.
Asked and answered. I understand.
Then I wore a yellow hoodie because our colors at my high school was gold.
A lot of colors going on right now. So you had the acid wash basically going on in the pants.
Basically that before you could buy
Red
those.
stripe on shoe, yellow sweatshirt.
Yellow sweatshirt, but with a jean jacket over the yellow hoodie, and then my basketball letter jacket over all that.
How'd you put your arms out? You sound like the kids from the Christmas story. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then of course a backwards baseball hat. But a lot of times in school they said you couldn't wear a baseball hat, so I had to take that off. But if I could,
a lot of colors.
Yeah, it made me look bigger too because I had 3 layers on. I had a
I
hoodie.
feel like a lot of guys do that in high school. It's like a girl's push-up bra. They have like 17 jackets on.
Yeah.
They have muscles.
I don't know if that look is still appropriate, but wearing are letter jackets still a thing in high school?
Well, they give them out to like the video game team and the math ball team now.
I'm not going to hate on that. That's fine. They can have
I
them.
expected you to hate on it. I kind of set you up with a softball there.
You really did.
The math team gets Letterman jackets?
Math team gets Letterman jackets, and you don't even want to get me started on the participation trophies that are handed out, Kenzie.
Funny, we changed roles here, Case. You're mad at the math kids, and I'm happy they get a letter jacket.
I was just like Jenny Finch. I was throwing you a softball there. I figured it would enrage you.
Good reference.
Thank you.
Jenny Finch. Wow. You know who she is?
Nope.
Okay. A very, very beautiful athlete.
She was a softball player. That's what's relevant to it.
Yes.
I'll look her up.
Softball player. She was an Olympian. She was a very beautiful. She was in Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
I believe 2007.
What's my birthday again, Brian?
Let's see. It's July.
No.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We were talking about Crocs being banned in some schools because people in schools today, the kids, they trip over themselves in them all the time. But Kenzie makes a good point. Kids that age now just trip over everything because they're too distracted.
They are so distracted.
Whether they have a phone in their hand or just their brains work differently and they're just distracted by everything.
They're looking at their watches that light up. They're looking at phones. I don't know. They're looking at the sky. They just don't pay attention to anything.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Whatever. What do you got, Case?
773 checked in. They said that they are a teacher in middle school and that they actually did have a student fall and break his arm because he tripped over his own Crocs this year.
Wow. So this is definitely verified.
This is a bad look for Gen Alpha. I got to be honest. This is not good. They are only starting their foray into the world, and this is a very bad look.
Wow.
Problem is, every responsible Croc owner knows you have to flip those things into sport mode,
That's right.
baby.
That's
and if
right.
you're not doing that, then that's dangerous.
Wait. Educate me on that.
Sport mode is, the little handle you see on the front of the Croc?
Yes.
Flip it back so it's attached to your heel. You call it sport mode for your kids so they can run in them.
And is that normal or is that a hack?
No, it's normal. You put them in sport mode.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like a gear on a car.
I want to be a Croc person so bad. I want to wear them, but I can't. I just hate sandal type anything.
But it has a sport mode, you see, where it'll stay on your foot.
But does it feel? It still feels like icky, like I'm walking on. Are they comfortable?
See, it sounds like you don't want them. So I don't know what to do.
No, I want
You're
them.
just talking about your distaste, so don't buy them.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've written it off. I've never tried them on.
You got to try them.
I've never tried them on because I look at them as sandals, and I despise sandals. I despise open.
What size shoe do you wear?
13.
74. What?
13.
A 13.
Yeah. So I'd love to try them and see if I can become a Crocs person. I want to.
Do you know about giblets?
No.
Okay, see.
Boy.
Oh, wait. Are giblets things you put on the
Yeah,
Crocs?
you got to get giblets, dude.
So it's kind of like old days, talking about old high school days. I had a jean jacket, you had pins you put on.
Yeah, or like stickers you would put on your binder.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to become a Croc guy just because you would love the giblets.
Huh.
They got to make like Entourage giblets or something. I don't know what you like.
Sopranos. It's like a curb stomp giblet.
All right. I promised. Okay, here's my first resolution of 2025. I will try on Crocs. And maybe I'll become a Crocs person.
Well, we are on the edge of our seat for the new year. Thank you, Brian.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
And it is for tickets to Fantagram. Megan, checking in from the South Side, will be competing against Kenzie for Fantagram tickets on Valentine's Day. So your Valentine's date is set if you win these tickets from our great friends at Live Nation. Megan, ahoy. Tell us something about yourself.
Ahoy, everyone. So I was telling Case I used to be vegetarian for 8 years between the ages of 14 to 21. So I guess that's something interesting, but I'm no longer a vegetarian. Haven't been one for 7 years now.
What made the change to go back to meat?
So I was actually getting really sick when I was vegetarian. I was really young. I wasn't doing it correctly, and I started getting back into fitness, like weightlifting, and just taking better care of myself overall.
Hell yeah.
So that's what really made the change for me.
I thought she was going to be like, listen, Portillo's came out with this burger. And I thought it was going to be like a launch of something. I didn't see what was going on over there.
What part of Baconator did you not understand?
There was a rodeo burger. What am I supposed to do?
They put a freaking onion ring on it. What was the first thing you ate that wasn't vegetarian when you stopped doing that? I almost like gave up on it.
Funny enough, it was bacon.
Hell yeah. Bacon's so good.
One of
Welcome
my
to the
favorites.
club.
Case, now that you've seen Pulp Fiction, that whole rant about bacon that John Travolta does in there, bacon tastes good.
Good movie, that movie.
I don't eat pork. Yeah, but bacon's good. All right, here we go, Megan. First 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Heads.
It is tails.
Oh.
Okay, Kenzie,
What are you going to do?
just eat some bacon while we're sitting here talking to Kenzie for a second. Okay, question number 1, Kenzie. What U.S. city skyline boasts the Gateway Arch?
St. Louis.
St. Louis is right. I've never been up that. You can go up that thing.
I don't want to do that.
Go up the arch.
Yeah, but it's like curved. Like how do you stay? I've always wondered, how do you stay flat and not fall over on it?
I think you're going to fall
I've done
over.
it before.
You've done it?
Yeah, it's really scary, but they basically have it like a kind of like a, not a carriage, but kind of like a carousel type seat in there, and it goes all the way around.
That sounds fun.
Oh, so it's like a roller coaster.
Kind of, but not as scary. I guess
I
not
think
fast.
I think she's trying to say it more like a Ferris wheel, not a roller coaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ferris wheel. It kind of goes all the way around.
I picture like an elevator, but you get crooked and then everybody falls to the side.
It's a terrible experience. I don't know why people do it.
God, I've always wanted to go up that thing. I think I will. All right, question 2, Megan.
That's right.
Megan, what 2 dogs are bred to make a puggle?
A pug, obviously. Puggle.
3?
Pug and a poodle?
No, it's not a pug and a poodle.
Oh, I see where she's going with that, though. I get it.
Wouldn't that be a poodle?
It would actually kind of be like a poodle. A poodle would be cute.
Take a deep breath, Brian. It's going to be okay.
He just malfunctioned.
I got to restart him in the commercial break.
Okay.
So a pug and what, Kenzie?
A beagle.
It's a
right?
beagle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
But I get what you were doing. I get what's happening there.
No. Didn't make any sense.
Is it back to Kenzie?
It's back to Kenzie. She's ahead 2-0.
So it is, let's see. In the U.S. legal system, what name is used as a placeholder name to preserve anonymity?
This is me?
Yep.
Jane or John Doe.
Correct. Correct. I always say put your name on it.
Well, some people don't want to be found.
That's true. Back to Megan.
Yes.
Name one state, Megan, that borders Delaware. Just give me one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Massachusetts?
Oh, boy, that's not one.
No.
No.
Wow, that was...
Kenzie, do you know?
God, that place is small.
Hi, I'm in Delaware.
What's around it? It's one of those stupid little dots near the top, isn't it? That's just a cluster once you hit those. What a mess.
You found a way to rip Delaware?
It's just a disaster. It should have been like one big state. There's just I hate the map has to pull the arrow. You can't even write a letter on it.
Give us a state.
Write your congressman.
I mean, I would.
3, 2.
Vermont?
No, not Vermont.
Son of a nutcracker.
Should I even give the answer or save that one for tomorrow?
Save it for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we'll save that one.
We're going to be able to save for the rest of the year. No one's getting it.
Is it back to Megan?
It's back to Kenzie. She's ahead 3-0.
Kenzen, why was...
Kenzen? Who the hell is that?
She bred with a poodle? Or a beagle?
It's when you breed a Kenzie with an Evan.
Good Lord.
Kenzie.
Yeah.
Relates to a question yesterday in Clash with Kenzie.
Well, I wasn't paying attention, so that sucks. What is it?
Why was Watergate called Watergate?
The water got everybody and closed the gates. It sucked.
Wish that was the right answer.
We could have avoided the whole thing.
Megan, do you know?
Yeah, it comes from a hotel in Washington.
That's right. The hotel was called Watergate.
Yes.
So is it 3-1?
And back to Megan.
Megan, vampires are typically known for turning into what animal?
Bat.
Bats is right.
Puggles, wrong. Everyone knows that.
Kenzie, what car company produces the Highlander?
Highlander?
Which I'm thinking of trading the Rogan for one of these, by the way.
I want to say Toyota.
Well, it's Toyota, not Toyota. It is Toyota. Good job.
Thank you.
So she can win with this one?
Well, it's back to Megan, 4-2.
Oh, Megan. Megan, of what nationality was the explorer Ponce de Leon?
French.
No.
Ooh.
Oh.
No, Ponce de Leon was?
He was Spanish.
He was Spanish. That's right. Ponce de Leon. Spanish.
Oh, yeah, I put Ponce, and I was like, oh, French.
I know, I get it.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to know? You didn't even meet him. How are you supposed to know that, right?
Like, what are you?
Yeah.
Let's do a 23andMe
What's your
on you.
vibe?
Megan, I'm so sorry you didn't win the tickets.
Oh, no worries. It was fun nonetheless. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day.
Oh, you
we
too.
love you.
Take care. You still have a chance to win, by the way. Hang up, and we'll come back after Green Day, and we'll give everybody a chance at the Fantagram tickets for the Aragon on Valentine's Day. Get your Valentine's Day set. They're amazing live. In 3 minutes, we'll God Bless the Baby. Call and win.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.